Okay, Madeline, tell us what you've been learning in kindergarten.
Adding.
Adding? What's that?
It's you. You draw the number and then you say plus.
Oh, plus means to add them together. How many numbers do you put together? When you add, how many do you put together?
2.
2 numbers, right? And then you figure out how many they are all together. Ooh, can I give you a quiz? No? Let me ask you, Madeline, what's 5 plus 0?
6.
Oh, that's 5 plus 1 is 6, you're right. If I say 5 plus 0, do I get any more? No, so I stick with 5, don't I? You're a pretty smart little cookie. Okay, anything else? What else have you been learning?
Staying safe in homes.
Ooh, what's one way you could stay safe at home? Can you think of one way?
Storm.
Oh, how do you stay safe in a storm? Do you go outside and play in the thunder and the lightning? No, that would be unsafe, wouldn't it? Yes, okay, very good. What about with the stove? Do we play with the stove?
No.
Why would we not want to do that? What could happen if I played with the stove?
You might get burnt.
Very good. That would be very silly for us to do, right? Yeah. Okay, you are so quick. Tell me something else. Have you learned anything else this week? No, we had a snow day, didn't we? And a delay. It was kind of a crazy week, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, who do you want to say hello to?
My Grammy.
Your Grammy. Give Grammy a big wave and a smile. Great job. Okay, Miss McKaylin, tell us what you've been doing in first grade.
We've been learning about Martin Luther King.
Who is that?
He lives in Washington, D.C.
Okay, and he's pretty famous, isn't he?
He told a famous speech in Washington, D.C.
That's right.
Oh, I forgot the number, how many there were.
How many people were there?
I'm going to guess. 2,000, 50,000. No.
It was a lot, wasn't it? Thousands of people. He packed the house, didn't he? Lots of people. Did I see a picture of him in your stack of goodies down there?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to show it? Oh, that's the one that you colored. Looks very nice. Okay. What else did you have on your list?
Then.
What is that?
It's a bag of Apple Jacks. You're supposed to bring 100 things.
Oh, so you had 100. You celebrated the 100th day of school, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you colored. I see your 100 down there that you colored. Very fancy. Very nice. Oh, I like that 0. Okay, what else do you have on your list? What else have you done this week?
Let's see. We've been learning about animal partners.
Mm-hmm.
Some animals help each other, like a goldie fish and a shrimp.
How do they help each other? Do you remember?
Okay, so the goldie fish helps the shrimp get through the sea because what if other predators want to eat it?
Oh, so it kind of protects it
Yes.
from the predators. That's a fancy word. What's a predator?
It's like an animal that tries to eat a person.
Oh.
I mean like an animal or something.
Okay, so it's the one that hunts the other animals. What's the animal called? What would the shrimp be called then? What's the animal called that gets hunted? It's not predator, it's the... Do you remember that other one?
Darn, I don't know.
Is it the prey?
Oh, prey!
That's right, there it is. Okay, what else do you have? Anything else on your list?
Yes. We've been counting 10 more
Okay.
from any number.
Any number?
Mm.
What if I gave you the number 43?
Not that one.
Not that one. Okay, give me an example. Do you have a number in your head?
Yes.
What's the number?
It would be 2.
2. Okay, what's 10 more than 2?
Okay, 32.
Oh, if it were 22, 10 more than 2 would be 32, wouldn't it? Good. Okay. If it's 2, 10 more would be
12.
There you go. Good job. Okay, what else you got? Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, who do you want to say hello to?
Ooh. My whole entire family.
Okay, give them a wave. All right, Logan, tell us what you've been learning about in second grade.
We've been learning about 3D shapes, and 3D shapes are called solid figures.
Very good. Can you think of the name of one of those solid figures?
Sphere,
A sphere. That's like a ball, isn't it? What's one that I could put ice cream on?
cone,
A cone. Very good. And can you think of one that we might see over in Egypt? Oh, that one's harder, isn't it?
pyramid.
Very good. Okay, what else you got?
In the computer lab this week, we've been doing NWEA map testing,
Yeah, was that hard or easy?
kind of both.
Kind of both. So that's where we figure out how much you've learned so far in math and reading and in language, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of our parents are going to get reports on that stuff next week, aren't they, when we're all done, the whole school. Okay, you got something else on your note?
Yeah, we've been learning about Martin Luther King Jr.
What was so special about him?
He changed all the laws.
Yeah, do you-
where people sit on the buses.
He made it so that people are treated more fairly, aren't they? More equally, right? It doesn't matter what we look like. We're all human and we all have important things to accomplish, and we do more of that together, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy learning about him?
Yeah.
Good. Anything else?
No.
Okay, who do you want to say hello to?
My classmates
Okay.
and my mom and dad.
All right, give everybody a good wave. All right, Nathaniel, tell us what the third graders have been learning about this week.
We've been reading realistic fiction.
What's that mean?
It means that we've been reading from real text.
Okay, so stories that could really happen.
Yeah.
Are they true stories that have already happened?
No, they are not true.
Very good. I caught you, didn't I? I was trying to catch you anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they're like stories that could really happen.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what else?
Geometry. We've been working in geometry.
Yeah, I heard when I walked through your classes earlier this week, you guys were doing lines of symmetry one day.
Yeah, lines of symmetry. Yep.
Do you like geometry?
Oh yeah.
Good, good. What else is on your note?
Prefixes.
Those come at the beginning or the end of words?
Beginning.
Good. Okay. Man, I'm trying to trick you. You're too good for me. All right, what else?
Like I said, we've been reading realistic fiction. The title was The Talented Clementine.
Okay, I know that book. Did you enjoy that story?
Oh yeah, it was a good story.
Good. Okay.
And point of view, and that's it.
What is the point of view?
Point of view is what it's all about.
Okay. And if I were to ask you what was the author's point of view in the story you read this week, what would you say?
I would say it was about how that everybody has a talent. Oops, dropped my note. And that they can that everybody has a talent,
And we should appreciate those,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I agree. I think everybody does have a talent. It's part of the job of our school to figure out the talents of each of our kids, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, who do you want to say hello to, Nathaniel?
Hi, Nicholas.
Oh, your brother. Very nice. You're a good brother. Thank you. You did a great job, bud. Okay, Brayden, tell us what you've been doing in fourth grade this week.
We've been studying our math facts, and today we got pizza and Sprite because our classes got them all right.
Okay, so you guys set a goal, didn't you? Do you remember what the goal was for the math facts?
To get all of them right, and we always get a reward
Mm-hmm.
if we get them all right.
Do you remember how many you had to do?
Oh, we had to do 25.
And do you remember how long you had to do them?
1 minute.
1 minute, 25, and they were all multiplication, weren't they?
Yep.
Oh, Lordy. And everybody earned the prize? Every single fourth grader did that. Get out of Dodge. Pretty awesome. So you got pizza, right?
Uh-huh.
And Sprites. And you guys are down there enjoying that now, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, well then let's hurry. What else did you do this week so you can get back to pizza?
We've been doing science, and we was going to make how to do a light bulb with a D battery with like bungee cords and put the light bulb.
Oh, cool. So you're making a circuit and you're turning on, conducting electricity. You're doing an electricity experiment.
Yep.
Okay, very nice. Did you guys do any testing this week or?
Yes, we did NWEA.
Mm-hmm.
We did math, language, and reading.
Good. And how did that go? Did you feel okay about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want us to know?
That we in reading we've been learning about what like how to run for mayor and all that.
Oh, so you've been talking a lot about government offices and things. Okay. You ever think you want to be a mayor?
No.
No.
I think it'd be too hard.
Not for you, huh? Not for me either. I think that would be a big job. All right. Who do you want to say hello to, Brayden?
My sister Phoebe.
Okay. She's in 5th grade. All right. Give Phoebe a wave. Good job. All right. Jadalyn, tell us what the 5th graders have been doing this week.
We have been learning fractions and equivalent fractions and common denominators.
Okay. So if I were to ask you what is an equivalent fraction to 1/2, could you think of an equivalent fraction to 1/2?
1/4?
Almost.
2/4?
2/4. There you
Yes.
got it. Good. Okay. And if I were to ask you what an equivalent fraction was to 1/3, could you think of one for 1/3?
2/6?
Very nice. Yeah, you got those equivalent fractions. What else have you been doing this week?
We learned about Rosa Parks and reading, and that she went to jail for 1 day
Yeah, why did she go to jail? Do you remember?
because the black people had to sit in the back, and then there was this neutral section. She was sitting, and the white people sat in the front, and she was sitting in the neutral section, and then a white guy walked up to her and said, "Get up." So, and then the two boys that she was sitting by got up and went to the black people section, and she said no, and so he called the cops or whatever, and the cop said, "Honey, please get up. Will you get up?" And she goes, "No." So she went to jail for 1 day, and then all the black people made a little group to protest for about 1 year, and then Martin Luther King changed the rule.
Yeah, and do you remember what it was called when people were separated and they weren't allowed to?
I don't.
It's another S word. It's called segregation.
Yes.
There you go. And that was a really rough time in our country's history, wasn't it? Did you enjoy learning about that time in our history?
Yeah, because I kind of understood it.
Yeah, and it wasn't really all that long ago. It was probably about when your grandma was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy to think?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what else did you guys do? Anything else?
In grammar, we have been learning about contractions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's easy, but we learned it last year, but we're kind of going over it, and abbreviations.
Okay. And is that stuff easy to you,
That's
think?
easy.
Yeah, that's a breeze. The fraction part, not so much, but contraction's easy. Okay, anything else?
In social studies, we have been learning about slavery and the colonies.
Okay. And do you like learning about that time in history too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I enjoy learning about our country's history. All right, who do you want to say hello to?
These people told me to.
Okay.
But Malia, Julie, Kaylee, and Josie, and my mom.
Okay, give them a wave. Good job. Well, it's been a very busy week here at Waldron Elementary. We did have a snow cancellation earlier this week and some delays, but regardless, your kiddos are learning, they're working hard. We did have more testing this week with our NWEA assessments, and we'll wrap those up next week on Monday and Tuesday with kindergarten and 1st grade. Those assessments are very informative and very helpful for us as a school to see how much your kiddos know and what gaps there still are so that we can work this spring to fill in everything to have them ready by summer for next year's grade level. So we'll send some information home to you all next week in the Friday folders, so please look for that. And if you have questions about those results and what they mean, please make sure to contact your child's teacher. We want to congratulate kindergarten. They had this week's best attendance percentage with 97.7% of the kiddos here. That's pretty awesome, especially with being so cold and there are lots of germs going around. So we are very pleased with kindergarten and excited for them. I think that's the first time that they've won all year. Also, we are sending out attendance letters to those students who have missed quite a bit of school or maybe have quite a few tardies or early leaves. If you do get a letter and you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to help out. We did differentiate between excused and unexcused absences to try and help clarify. If a child's been sick and or maybe had a surgery or something like that, an injury or some sort, those all likely fall under the excused category. And so if you have questions, please just let me know. I think that's about it. Just a reminder, our next snow makeup day will be in February on the 15th. That's when we'll make up last week's snow day from Tuesday, and then we will not attend as of right now over spring break for snow makeup. Right now we have one additional day on the end of the school year to make up this week's snow day. So we'll send more information home and keep you up to date on those. We are very proud of the kids this week. They have worked hard. They are very anxious to play hard this weekend. We encourage you to let them do so, and we'll see y'all back on Monday.